ADMAS 2009, Paper 1, Question 8. Part 1, we're going to find SB, and I'm going to use the cosine rule. So SB squared will equal 3.82 squared plus 7.25 squared minus 2 times 3.82 times 7.25 cosine of 52.75. So SB squared is 33.62766. And if we take the square root of that, we get that SB is 5.798. Which to two decimal places is 5.80 kilometres. Part 2, we're asked to find the angle SBA, so we're going to use the sine rule. And the sine of the angle SBA divided by the opposite, so that's 3.82, has to equal the sine of 52.75 divided by our 5.798. So the sine of SBA will be 3.82 multiplied by the fraction, which gives us 0.5244, and if we take the inverse sine, we get an angle of 31.63 degrees. You'll see in the mark scheme 31.62. At this stage where I've used 5.798, they've used 5.8, and it causes a rounding error to 4SF. They'd still have to award the marks. Moving forward with the rest of the question, I'm going to use the answers that SIA are giving, so of 5.8 and 31.62. The next angle that we're asked to find is SBL, and SBL will be 180. Take away 31.62. So that gives us 148.38. We were told in the question that BL was 8.5, and now if I want to work out SY, I'm going to use the cosine rule again. So SY squared would equal 5.8 squared plus 8.5 squared minus 2 times 5.8 times 8.5 cosine of 148.38. Which gives us 189.85. If I take the square root of that, SY is 13.78 kilometres. To answer the final part, I'm going to start by working out for the train the time, and time is distance over speed, and that gives us 0.125, or an eighth. We've got to remember this is in hours, so that's an eighth of an hour. If we then think about the car and we want the speed of the car, that will be distance over time. So that is 8.5 divided by 0.125, which gives us 68 kilometres per hour. Now, the whole way through this question, you might get slightly different answers depending on how accurate you have been with your rounding. It's important to consider whether or not your method is correct.